Hi everyone, it's Mitz from I Stalk the Dead blog. I have decided that I'm going to try video blogging. So I've never done this before. There's going to be pauses, there's going to be ums and ands. I ask that you just put up with this until I get better at it. And hopefully it will be soon. Little nervous today, okay? I have my notes, so if you see me looking down or looking away and wondering what I'm doing, that is what I'm doing. I want to make sure that I don't repeat stuff for you guys. Okay? So today's blog is about our great-great-grandfather, Charles A. Graves. He was born in 1843, or about 1843, in Prussia. Don't know the exact dates or anything because I have not been able to come across a birth certificate for him or any records besides the census, and that is what I'm going off of for his age. We don't know when he immigrated from Prussia to the United States. I've not been able to find any immigration records or anything on him yet. I do know that he was married twice. First wife was Anna C. I don't have a maiden name for either of his wife. His second wife was Carolyn. Anna, the first wife, is our great-great-grandmother. We descend through her firstborn child, Emma, and they had 4 children. They had Emma Hannah Graves. Then they had Maggie May. Then there was Charles with the middle initials of F.O. I don't know what they stand for yet. And then they had a 4th child, Lena, I think her name is, Lena. And I just happened to chance across that on Find a Grave. And her death is in 1880. So the census that I have for her, she is not on them. So she is a very small child, if not a baby, when she passed. Anna, his wife, died also in 1880. He remarried 10 years later, according to the 1900 census. I have him on 1900. It states that he's been married for 10 years, which would put him at put it at 1890. So he waited 10 years. How long he knew her, I don't know. Then in 1910, I have him on the census with Emma, his firstborn daughter, and her husband, who is our great-grandfather, James Rickards. Caroline is not on the census. She has passed away, and I know this because on the census it doesn't say that he's divorced. It says he's widowed. So that pretty much tells me that Carolyn died between 1900 and 1910, and I need to look for a death record on both his wives now and see if I can find them, which will lead me to hopefully their maiden names. What I do know is that it will be hard to find a death record because a friend of mine told me that they wasn't really making death records yet. It wasn't official to do it yet at this time. So we'll see what I can find. 1920 census and the 1910 census both say that Grandpa Graves was naturalized. It says that he was naturalized in 1896. I don't have records of this yet either. I've not been able to find any immigration or any naturalizations papers on him, which is sort of frustrating because I'm hoping that one of these documents might eventually lead me to a city or his parents in another country. On the 1920 census, he has that his parents are German, were born in Germany, but he does not know the native tongue to either of his grandmothers. So I don't know if he has never met his grandparents on either side, or if they could have just been born somewhere else. The family may not be from Germany. Um, I don't know. That's still something that I need to find, and that may be hard to find considering that I don't speak German. So, Grandpa Graves is not on the 1930 census. So, and on Find a Grave, they don't have a headstone for him, a picture of a headstone for him, but I do have him as being buried in the Greenwood Cemetery in Philadelphia County, Pennsylvania. The death date that is on Find a Grave is 1923. Does not have a date. Death date does not have a month. Anna C. is buried in there with him. Our great grandmother Emma, his firstborn, is also buried in the cemetery. I am hoping that I will find James Rickards, our great grandfather, in there. As of yet, I've not found where he has been buried. If Caroline is in there, she is not available yet on Find a Grave. Someone has not took that information and uploaded it or anything. So, I don't know. And what else do I have? Oh, Grandpa Graves was a carpenter, which I sort of thought that was cool because our grandfather, Charles A., and our dad, Charles E., were both heavy equipment operators. And our dad could do anything with his hands. He could fix anything. He worked on the cars. He remodeled our home, two homes in Philadelphia. He remodeled the basement for us and made bedrooms down there. And then when we bought our first home in Croydon, he went in there and ripped basically everything out and updated everything. Dad was a really, really handy man and could do anything. So it seems to have run in the blood, and that is just really, to me, it's just nice to know that. So that's about all I have for Charles Grave at this time. Hopefully there'll be more stories that I learn about him and can share with my family and friends. One other thing that I would like to mention is that I am now a new writer for indepthgenealogy.com. My column, it will be geared towards new people breaking into genealogy, trying to figure out what to do and where to go. In-Depth Genealogy has a forum that I love. It's new. There's not a lot of information in there at this time, but we are busy working on building that up. And as more people come along and join, it will build faster. There is a great friendship, a feeling of friendship, of commodity. I can't pronounce the word right, but it has an open feeling. It has a welcome feeling that I really enjoy, and you can tell that there's no such thing as a dumb question. I've been doing this for 4 years. I still have so much more to learn, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. And I don't feel intimidated. That is the great thing about this site, is that I do not feel intimidated at all there. So, I will see you guys later. I may post again this week, or it will be next week. Anyway, hope my family and everybody has a great day. See you later.